What's going on, Marvelites and TVites out there? TheMrDarkPhoenix here with kind of a serious-ish video about regarding Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I read a lot everywhere, read a lot of comments, and I got this question a lot. You know, it's like they don't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because of this and that, and what's the point of it? So in this video, I kind of wanted to explain how I feel that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What it represents for the not only the TV universe, but for the movie cinematic universe as well, because this show has, everybody thinks the show is like this little dot, when really the show is like this wide array of, you know, a really huge world that we're not even aware of. So I just wanted to basically give off some points about what I feel about that and how I think S.H.I.E.L.D. can work. So without further ado, let's go on to that. First of all, we're dealing with S.H.I.E.L.D., which means that, as all of us who've read the comics know, S.H.I.E.L.D. basically takes care of all the quote-unquote smaller details, the smaller things that necessarily don't always need the Avengers or don't always need a hero to come into it, which is what I feel the show's going to represent. Like, they have this set team with Coulson leading them, and now we deal with these smaller instances and all the other things that happen, and we're going to go further onto the universe. Technically, the show, in my opinion, basically bridges the gap between movie and what's introduced. One of the great things about the Avengers was because since every other hero got their own solo movie and everybody else showed up later on, when they came together in the Avengers, we didn't have to worry about origin stories or who they are. Basically, the premise and focus was, we're here, we're a team, now we have to get used to it, basically. So this show, in my eyes, I'm hoping this could happen, technically has that power to basically give us those things that we don't necessarily have to introduce in the movies. Like, we can go to Wakanda and introduce Black Panther on the TV show. We can go to Atlantis and introduce Namor, or even just show Atlantis. We can do a lot of other things regarding around theories. We can introduce characters like Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Luke Cage has to be played by Terry Crews. End of story. Iron Fist. Tigra. A lot of other characters that can be introduced from this show. One theory that I have from episode 2 regarding my theory is that the technology they found is the Tactagon. Anyone that knows that is from Avengers the Initiative. When Armory used it, it was a really big arm cannon that can be any other weapon that she wanted. That could be that. Or what I'm thinking is that J. August Richards, the guy that's playing the black guy on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he could lead up to be Gauntlet. Now, wouldn't that be a twist? Or remember that guy from the comics? Yeah. Nothing could take him down, especially with that arm of his. So, who knows, maybe what he has now can be upped or removed, and then he can get that, and then become Gauntlet, and then we can have Gauntlet on the TV show. So that's what it does with that. Basically, we've got the who of S.H.I.E.L.D., the what, and the where, and the why, the how. Basically, S.H.I.E.L.D. has access to all kinds of means of technology and all kinds of means of travel and all this. And basically, since S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of getting started-ish, we can still be members of the junior S.H.I.E.L.D., while when the movie comes out, they maybe mention them, or maybe they're like, hey, you know, we have our people doing this while you guys are doing that. That's basically what the show is going to represent for me. This is only the second episode, so I'll probably make another one probably after the mid-season finale, maybe. After everything comes together, once it's all coming together. But I love the show. I think the show represents a lot of things that I just said. A lot of things can be done. A lot of things can be introduced. And basically with Marvel and Avengers 2 coming out in 2015, we can have a lot of big lead-ups to that, since it has to deal with Age of Ultron, and it has to deal with a lot of other movies like Captain America 2 or Thor Dark World, maybe. I'm not sure if they would actually mention that yet, because it was in the process of making before the show was even announced. But other Marvel movies can get mentions, or if anything happens, maybe, hell, we can even go to space and have a little tiny glimpse of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Mark Ruffalo can show up as Hulk, since he has like a 6-movie contract. He hasn't been in anything since the Avengers, so give Mark Ruffalo some time. Maybe he'll go up into something. But that was it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to give me and Spider-Man a comment, rate, and subscribe. Geek out and enjoy your lives, and like always, with Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we will both see you next week. Enjoy yourselves, and don't forget to geek out and enjoy your lives.